COVID-19 is not the only illness threatening the most vulnerable right now. El Dorado County just reported its first flu death in nearly 3 years. I talk with a doctor about your risk for severe flu and why this flu season is the worst we've seen in a while.
This flu season is a bit different in that there's a higher number of cases happening sooner than we expected. It looks like it's trending towards being a little bit worse.
Dr. Darvin Scott Smith, an infectious disease specialist with Kaiser Permanente and the organization's regional lead on flu vaccination, says flu can be serious for older adults.
65 and up should definitely be vaccinated, and people who have any underlying illnesses like COPD or heart disease.
Besides COVID-19 and RSV, the CDC has California's flu activity listed as very high, which is the most extreme designation.
Flu is spreading in a very similar way to COVID. It's a respiratory virus by a droplet. If you're coughing, or even if you're feeling a bit ill, or sometimes before you feel ill, you could potentially transmit flu.
Dr. Scott says, unfortunately, rapid tests over the counter for flu are not readily available. So get ahead of the virus by protecting yourself as best you can.
Super important to recognize that it too can be a very dangerous disease.
Dr. Scott says if you're feeling a little under the weather with achy muscles, fever, coughing, and you test negative for COVID, you could still have the flu.
There's something that you can do about it, and that is get vaccinated. And so if everybody takes the opportunity to get vaccinated, we'll be safer this holiday season.
There is such a demand for care right now that UC Davis is piloting a special evening clinic just this week for people coming in with less severe respiratory illness. It's for those that don't need to be admitted to try and relieve some pressure on the emergency room.